Tension grips Aso Rock as Nigerian opposition party calls for impeachment of President Buhari. There was tension at the Aso Rock presidential villa following the calling of the Coalition of United Political Parties (CUPP) to the National Assembly for the immediate impeachment of the President, Muhammadu Buhari. The spokesperson of the group, Ikenga Imo Udechere, alleged that the president had abused the office, grossly misconducted himself, and being incompetent and failed to protect the lives and properties of Nigerian citizens. He said life was not so cheap in Nigeria that the leaders do not even show empathy, and the people are becoming feelings since wanton killings have been the order of the day and even new death is taken for granted.
We call on the opposition members in the National Assembly to work in alliance with patriotic members who are imprisoned in APC and seeking liberation to commence action and impeach the President of the Senate, Senator Ahmed Lawan, and the indicted Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, immediately as a matter of national interest. Any further delay will occasion irreversible damage to the fabrics of our country. These two men have reduced the once respected parliament to house of political hallelujah that exists for the purpose of running errands for President Buhari and endorsing all his failed agenda. Never in the history of our parliament have the parliament elected such political clans. Both men have failed to guide their colleagues to act as checks and balances to the executive. Rather, both and their allies in the parliament are in a struggle on who will serve President Muhammadu Buhari and APC more than they will serve Nigeria, and have proven beyond reasonable doubt that they do not mean well for Nigeria. Their interests are less than noble and patriotic, and it is best for Nigeria to stop them now before the destruction gets worse. When we resisted the emergence of Speaker Gbajabiamila, we did that because we know that a man indicted for dishonest act in the US cannot stand up to checkmate a regime that is acting in breach of the law. Every day Gbajabiamila presides as Speaker, the Parliament is ridiculed because it is a taboo for a man caught in dishonesty to be making law for honest people. Senate President Ahmed Lawan and indicted Speaker Gbajabiamila have not only reduced but completely removed the bar of the lawmaking process. Lawmakers are no longer respected and are ignored even when they officially summon officials of the executive. When this mission of change in the leadership of the National Assembly is accomplished, the first duty of the new leadership will be to ensure the removal of President Muhammadu Buhari from office immediately by way of impeachment before he completes his agenda of finally disintegrating and destroying our country. Let it be known that this action is as a matter of urgent national importance. The question is, we all have accepted the president and the leadership of the House led by Speaker Gbajabiamila and Lawan has fed Nigerians. But the question is, are we going to keep quiet and wait until they finish destroying the country for the next remaining 19 months? No, not at all. Our children will ask us that during the reign of this democratic tyrant, what did we do? Did we make an attempt or did we?
Now, he further claimed that the opposition group has filed a suit at the Federal High Court to seek an order of mandamus to compel the National Assembly to perform its constitutional duty by investigating the several allegations of gross misconduct against the president and impeaching him, expressing hope that though the numbers seem impossible to muster, but some persons in APC are genuinely concerned. Current state of affairs in the country and would willingly join the impeachment move.
That this action is as a matter of urgent national importance. The question is, we all have accepted the president and the leadership of the House led by Speaker Gbajabiamila and Lawan has fed Nigerians. But the question is, are we going to keep quiet and wait until they finish destroying the country for the next remaining 19 months? No, not at all. Our children will ask us that during the reign of this democratic tyrant, what did we do? Did we make an attempt or did we go to bed sleeping? Nigeria is tending towards irreversible damage if the National Assembly allows President Buhari to continue in office for the remaining 19 months of his tenure. There may not be a Nigeria for our children. Bandits and terrorists are emboldened by his crash failures to continue their onslaught on innocent Nigerians. If a cosmopolitan state like Kaduna, which houses over a dozen military and security formations, can collapse to the inferior firepower, manpower, and training of these motley ragtag bandits, then it clearly showed that this fish is rotten in the head. We urge them to ignore the movement of politicians from other parties to the APC, as those are not in their interest. Politicians who believe they have not made money since their election are moving to the APC so they can steal money, and those who are stolen are running into APC to get cover, as the APC is the platform where looters are given national honors and not prosecuted, and even invited into the State House to have handshake with their leader, President Muhammad Buhari. Many of them have seen that at the rate the country is declining, it will not take long before it collapses. Hence, many of them need to grab whatever they can for themselves and their family